Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Teresa Ferrari. My daughter Christine and I are both nurses. Last year we created a retreat for nurses called Spiritual CPR in response to what we felt like was a need among nurses for deeper spiritual care and connection. Like so many things have been, our retreat for this year that was scheduled for earlier this spring had to be canceled due to COVID-19. We plan to reschedule this retreat in the future once it is safe to gather together again. However, we feel that now, perhaps more than ever, nurses' spirits need tending. Whether your work places you on the front lines at the bedsides of COVID patients or not, we are all finding ourselves in some way on a front line with people that desperately need healing. But we nurses need healing too. So we wanted to share with you a couple of mini retreats, so to speak, or reflections for you to do on your own at home. We hope that they help in some way. If you find them helpful, feel free to share them with any fellow nurses or other healthcare colleagues. The first reflection was created with the idea that it would be done as you're preparing for your shift. The second one could be prayed as you finish your shift or on your way home. Both can also be done whenever you find most helpful. Thanks for joining us in this mini retreat, and thank you for all of your work. Let us continue to pray for each other and lift up all healthcare workers around the globe.
Taking off my PPE. God, I ask you to be with me as I take off what I've covered myself with. I ask the Holy Spirit to guide me throughout this reflection. I reflect on the ways in which I served you throughout my day. By being your servant, a nurse, or whatever my role is. Even a family member, when my patient's own cannot be there for their own. As I take off my gown and mask, let me do so with the respect this action represents. As an offering to you. Symbolizing that I have done in this day, this shift, or this hour, what was in my power and ability to do. As I take off my mask, let me honor and experience all the emotions that flow, including those I may have kept hidden or covered while I was busy nursing your beloved. As I take off my mask, my face may look different to me. For I am not the same as I was before I began this day or this shift. There are some lines on my face from my mask. Some are more temporary than others. All these facial markings give glory to you, for they are signs of being your hands, your eyes, and your heart. As I remove my gloves, my hands, though chafed and raw from washing, revere you, and all that is sacred in this profession and in this life. Let me take off my gown and gloves at work and leave some of my fears and anxieties there, so that I may have room to give thanks and to fill myself up with your gifts of your love, your strength, your peace, your courage, that I may have the space to honor myself and my loved ones with much needed joy, peace, and rest. On my way home, I ask you to protect my heart as only you can. Guide me to a trusted person with whom I can share my burdens of all that I carried beneath my PPE. Create within me a gentle space to accompany another in their burdens, carried beneath their PPE. Empowered by the Spirit, I am able to face another day, or shift, or hour of putting on my PPE to care compassionately for all those whom I encounter. As I leave this reflection, I ask you for a grace to persevere with patience and compassion for myself, my colleagues, my patients, and their families. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your service, and may God bless you.